Good morning, good morning, good morning from Australia. Diamond Matrix Masters, Ruth Elizabeth here. Oh, honestly, all I can say is I've been coming up and up and up. Okay, we're talking about the portal, the Aquarian portal that's happening right now. And you know me, I always get really active at portal time because it's like, look, I'm going in and I'm going up, and whether you come with me or not, I'm doing it anyway. So I'll do the ceremony, I'll do that showing up, I'll just keep hitting those meditations that are bringing me up and that are recommended, okay? So I've been following the lines of Magenta Pixie with the teachings. Oh my God, look, I've listened to the 2nd of February one like over and over and over. And you know what? Every time I listen to it, it opens me up to the mission. What's the mission? Okay, so the mission, oh my God. The mission is your crystalline feminine, divine feminine, joining with the divine masculine. She has fancy words for it, okay? I don't keep up with the fancy, I just know what it's doing. Okay, and Diamond Matrix Masters, we've got this amazing diamond light body recoding. And in that, we clean out from your universe of inclusion and what you've been putting onto your field. We clean out the wounds, the pain in bodies, the everything that is cluttering up your energetic system so that we can birth then in the diamond. And the diamond is a triune being, okay? So when you've met your triune being, that is, you've met your divine inner child, divine feminine, okay, divine masculine. And why is this so important that you even have met them? Well, it's important because they are the creator of worlds. And they, if you have them in your field and in your heart, when you go into this is the time of the sovereign soul reunion. And so I was talking about like 3 weeks ago or something about reunion. It was reconciliation and what that is. And I just had this immense thing and then never recorded it, which was devastating to me and others because it was incredibly powerful. So reunion, reconciliation is the triune being who's been coming in and in and in and in. So right from birth, okay, the soul drops into the physicality, Gaia, earth and body. And every 7 years is boom, boom, you know, and coming down into the denser matter, okay, into matter itself. So we've actually got this sped up process right now in which Earth, Pisces, is finishing. But you can't win in Pisces, okay? You can keep, but you're just like a fish flopping around on a beach if you try and deal with these energies. There's no point in dealing with these energies anymore. So just rack them off. We had that beautiful message come through a few weeks ago through another one about the otter. So I'm just taking it into my experience because when I went into the shamanic knowledge on it, it was talking about letting go of prior knowledge. I had this burden. I was still angry. I was still frustrated. And how can you be sovereign if you're carrying this burden of frustration? What was it? And right now I want you to feel it. Any frustration that you've got going on, your family's not listening, they're getting jabbed, they're doing all of this stuff out in this crazy world that's exposing itself for what it is, and they're still participating, and you're going, holy cow, can't you see what's going on? No, they can't in one sense. But at the same time, this knowledge that we've been carrying, whether it be spiritual knowledge, okay, the game knowledge, the Monopoly Masters game here that's going on, okay, it's all written up in my book. It's just accelerating to the point now of ridiculous, okay? So if you can't see that you need to come into sovereignty right now, where your soul is lit up inside of you. Thanks, Joe. I'm going to show mine since this will probably be the screen. This book, Diamond Matrix Master Self-Mastery Level 1, thank you, is extraordinary for bringing through what's actually happening. Okay, so my journey has been through the triune being. The triune being has birthed in me through an initiation process. Okay, the divine inner child, who was my wounded child, was getting in the way of everything. I was actually just manifesting a life with my quantum field that's in me, a mess, okay? Because I attract, okay, by the law of acquisition, what I'm projecting out is coming back. But now that we're coming into this heightened state of ecstasy of our soul returning into full embodiment, and the only way that it can be fully embodied is for you to ask it, for you to seek it, for you to long for it, for you to download the energy codes that are going on right now. So can you feel that? My heart is just opening again and just expanding. My soul is going, yes, full recognition, yes. Because it's truth, okay, right now, feeling the power of the soul, okay, even those on the record, okay, that are on the replay, so important. Feel the power of your soul. And we're really going straight to the heart now. So before I was working the diamond energy through the brain, okay, and then we went through a big leap at the last portal of moving from brain to heart. And so for those that are in the world, I always still start off with the brain chemistry rebalancing because they're still messed up in this stuff back to front and upside down to each other. This transfer, this turning around in the leap within myself to be able to be the Godhead, to be the divinity, to be the light, be the light. You came from light, you are light, I am light. So just feeling that soul right now being the light, I am, is the only thing that you should be saying right now, is I am. I am filling up right now. So let's do the impartation. Whew. See, when you're actually doing the work, the soul steps forward and takes over. It is noticeably different to you potting around as your little self doing little things in 3D. This is the alignment, okay, of plan A. And that is the existence of your soul in your light body. Your soul in your light body. The soul that keeps you upright on your feet. But right now, the sovereignty is the triune being, your divine inner child, the divine feminine and the divine masculine, who is actually birthing into your physical body. Why? And why do you need to know this? Okay, this is a living experience. This is what's happening. People don't understand this portal right now is open for you to access your monad, however you say it. Okay, I read it and then I say the word and it's different to the way I read it. Your monad. Okay, so I am now starting to touch level 2. Didn't I always say this is self-mastery level 1 so that we know how to operate? I'm now coming into and have been accelerating level 2. And there's just the most amazing, immense stuff going on. And so I want to give you some of the shortcuts to gaining this. Okay, if you are longing for power, how'd you translate that? Did you go, oh, that's superiority or whatever, that's power? No, power is Pisces, don't worry about it, okay? I'm talking about sovereign power. Sovereign power as a creator of worlds. Feel like, come on, your soul is talking to you right now in your heart center. When it fills you up, when it is present, total respect. Okay? Your little pointy you is quiet. Your little pointy you will step out of the way. Don't worry about it. Isn't that glorious? Honestly, there's nothing to change or fix about you when your soul is present. Feel your goddess right now. Does she have any issues whatsoever? Seriously. No. She's the divine feminine. She is the Holy Mother. She is the creator of worlds, the womb of creation. So whatever the little pointy you is trying to create, it would be better to do it with her and allowing her to do the 100% of the creation, 333%, instead of the little pointy me doing a 3% miscreation that just mucks it up here. She is so pure and so holy and so loving and so intelligent. When you are a creator of worlds, this living world is formed. Some people call it timelines. Okay, so they're choosing timelines, whole lifetimes. Oh, I'll change from this world to this world interdimensionally. You can do whatever you want. But even manifesting through the law of acquisition what it is that you're wanting, it comes through your triune being, comes through your divine feminine. The idea comes to you. We talk about vibrational absolutes in the law of acquisition school. When you get a vibrational absolute, you got the vision. I got someone on screen here today who's brought through a vibrational absolute from her divine feminine, and she is freeing this world up. It's going to spread like wildfire. Absolute, because it's so pure. It's so pure. This is like the heightened energies. We've got the new technology coming through is so pure that those who just sit in it, okay, can actually come into full heart opening, full body alignment, okay, and a connection to their own triune being. How powerful is that? Okay, it's superb work right now. Okay, what you're going to be bringing through from this perspective is insanely everything that you've been wanting. Okay, this is going to change government structures. You know, things that are going down right now, okay, are going to be bringing people into the Aquarian age. The Aquarian age, the golden age, the golden child is being birthed as we come up into our sovereignty and only have the highest vision that is implanted in us, by the way. Did you know that? It's written into you. You are remembering where you came from. And Earth is in its evolutionary process into a golden age by the photon belt that's come back around. And we as humanity have to grasp hold of it. So this portal is so important that we actually go in and up and bring your soul in and out and express here, okay, your triune being. The divine masculine, remember, goes to the divine feminine. So be it, sweetie. So be it. Total merging and blending. And this is what's going on in this portal as the divine masculine, divine feminine is coming together as one. Where is that happening? It's happening inside of you. It's happening in the cosmos. Okay, we are coming into, you cannot create perfection through separation. You cannot provide perfection. You cannot get a perfect world come through separation and this nonsense. Okay, you have to come out of this nonsense to come into unity of the one. So this is the reunion that I'm talking about. The reunion. This is such a message for the diamonds. Okay, those that have been accelerated into diamond and into the rose and are taking on this full capacity as the new leadership, the new elephants coming through that are taking on and breathing this sovereignty, feeling the sovereignty. It is, my sovereign soul is just sitting in my chest right now, in my heart. It's massive. And so I want to talk about a few different things. The reunion, I can't tell you the utter joy. I've been working with twin stuff, okay, twin flame. That is accelerating. I don't have to think about it. I'm accelerated. I am lit. And we've been coming up into our monad. Okay, now how are we doing it? It came to me the simplest technique, okay? So that you can just do it easy as pie. Getting a little bit hot. Okay, so easy as pie. And it was really cool. Who shares this information? Your board of directors, your soul, your divine feminine speaks with you and shows you new techniques. Okay, and this is what we have to share with the world. There's no point in blabbing about old knowledge. The old knowledge is dead in the water. It's Piscean. Get rid of your old techniques. Okay, your divine feminine. Okay, your galactic friends. Okay, they are all bringing in new technology, new ways of doing it. And the more we come into the reunion within us, we're actually then going, oh, we can do this. I got 2 new techniques this week. Okay, let's get this message out there, okay, so that we can grow up and that we can do some powerful light work. Because I was told, 20 years ago that we wouldn't be able to heal cerebral palsy and Down syndrome until we came in with diamond. Honestly, every time I'm spruiking this stuff, my soul is just glowing more. It's like my heart's on fire right now. Oh, the soul just longs to be in your embodiment. It wants to be in your body, ignited in your heart. Whew, gosh. Take this in, filling up. Just fill it up. Come on, just merge with my light body. Dare you to. Just come on in and just become one. Become a twin flame with your soul. Become a twin flame with your twin, wherever they are. Become a unified group of organized beings from your monad. Because guess what that is? I've had to look a few things up this week. What is that? Well, guess what? This portal, this 2222, is taking me from a single being of infilled light, a sovereign soul, and is right now bringing me into partnership with my greater group. And so in real relationship with some fantastic other amazing souls who are doing it, with Atlantean connections and other connections, amazing heart-centered, soul-centered stuff. We've been coming up and up and up. And it's like, oh, that's new. And if you listen to Magenta Pixie on the 3rd time around, just keep going around, it is opening up new messages. I'm going, oh my God, the twin flame. Look at the monad connection. The glitching, there's a little bit of glitching. It's like, oh, I'm going from me to we. What does it look like as a community of souls in my own family group? I'm not alone. Isn't that beautiful? You're not alone. Feel your soul right now in your physical body. Feel the light turned on in your light body. Now I want you to go up and up and up. And this is what I was showing. I was going, now remember I've taught over and over that your triune being repixelates, it pixelates a miscreation into a true creation. Yes, that's alchemy. Who does it? Your divinity within you, your triune being, divine goddess, divine masculine, divine inner child, who is the experiencer and is the final pixelator into your actuality here. Now, there's nothing about this teaching that just doesn't beautifully unfold and come back in on itself as truth. It's just glorious. This is what I was reminded of. It just came straight to me. All I have to do is come into the unity of the one, and then I travel up and I ask my board of directors to take me up to to unity with my monad. That's all I did. And that's all you have to do. That is a massive coup. That's all you have to do. Because the one who knows is the one who's dropped down through into density. So wouldn't it be absolutely making sense that we can tap into the triune being and say, soul, show me my monad, my monad. Show me my soul group. We're starting to recognize our soul groups on this planet. We are starting to see our twins. We are starting to see our mission, the true mission. I'm using new words now because I'm in a new place. I can tell you that I'm activating second level. I told you when I wrote this stuff and started this stuff, it was only first level. Didn't even know what second level looked like. Oh, the consciousness of second level is here now. If you do this work, feeling your soul jumping out of you right now, that is your triune being embodied in your physicality. That is the return of the Christ within. Now I'm going to give you some information that I've written in the book, completely forgotten about it. So in our Diamond Light Body Recoding, which I am actually accelerated now and have more advertising on, okay, this is 6 hours of energetic work to connect you with your divine board of directors. And that came because that beautiful word said, would you put a wounded child onto your board of directors? Going, oh my God, no. I've been doing everything out of this universe of inclusion of the wounded child. I'm wounded, I can't, I couldn't possibly have power. And we keep chucking that out into the quantum field and refuting our power, which is our soul. Now, once you actually meet your board of directors and we bring them into your heart center, over time, what goes on is more and more and more of those three parts of you actually birth into your physicality. Okay, and I'll tell you the pathway that they do it. I had already had 2 of these experiences. Okay, about 2018, I had the Divine Masculine. One day I had absolute recognition of the Divine Masculine. Came in and birthed into my solar plexus. This is a living initiation. Okay? It's very much like the heart opening. You go into labor. Seriously, you are in labor. Any woman that's had a child, you know what labor is. Any man that experiences this will know what labor is. It goes on for hours. And this comes into the solar plexus. I'm holding my solar plexus. I was holding it for hours. Okay, and the Divine Masculine came up, and this immense love of the Divine Masculine, standing with me, being with me, filling me up and birthing into my physical body, and moved then up and took residence in my heart center. Now, if anybody out there has got any understanding of this, I'd love you to reach out to me, because I haven't actually had anyone, okay, talk about this very intimate birthing. Sometime later, okay, I had the Divine Feminine. The love of the mother came in and birthed in me in exactly the same way. Came in through my solar plexus over hours of labor, this incredible energy. My solar plexus just lit up, and I'm going, oh, that's not just me, I'm fine. I was actually in alignment. This goes on for hours, okay? So this burden in your solar plexus, okay? And then you can feel it shifting up into your heart and through this center. It's like a full eclipse going on. You know how you sense it going through those 2 points. It was amazing, okay? And what happened this week? the last of the divine, the triune being came in. Okay, 2 days ago. The divine inner child came in, immense energy. I was out of it for half the day. I just have to think about it. Here we go. Divine inner child came in and birthed in through my solar plexus and up into my heart center. And as now I have the triune being totally residing in my physicality. This is initiation. This is real stuff. Okay? So who initiated first was Father God, the doing force, doing power of manifestation. Who came next? Mother God, okay, the divine feminine. Reisha, mother, creator of worlds, strategies, everything comes through in here. And who came last? It was very interesting. And the joy of knowing that my divine inner child came in through the solar plexus and moved up into the heart center to reside forever in my physicality. What is the divine inner child? You're looking from a manifesting position. Okay, we're getting glorious stuff through. And now I believe with all my heart, Aquarian, the Aquarius age, the golden age, can be manifested by the divine inner child here in 3D. Why are we so important? Because we have free will. We are the ones that have to call it in. If we don't call it in as a collective, on planet, we have to be on planet with free will calling this in. If we don't have enough presence here, and it was interesting because the Magenta Pixie or someone else, I think I put a message up on DMM, and Diamond Matrix Masters Facebook group, and it was saying that last time we came around, we didn't quite make the leap. Okay, well, I haven't done all this work not to make the leap. Let's make the leap. Okay, who's in? Are you in for serious? Okay, there's so much going on. People are fluffing around with this stuff. Who cares? Okay, the metaverse is going down. The metaverse is going to fall apart. Okay, sovereignty coming into this. Have fun, by the way. I don't have a problem with that. Have fun while you can. Go for it. It's going to fund many things. But what is coming is a master soul, okay, like an Aquarian master with true advisory capacities, who has the full creator of the tree of life within them flowing, that has the full triune being and ability to create the new Aquarian age worlds. What were you thinking about? Oh yes, a community of schooling, being able to school the children, energize them, create refreshing waters for them to come in, vibrational signatures that add to their brilliance, okay, that makes them shine, that brings their qualities through. What are we creating? Oh, it's going to be immense. Come on. This is the opulence that's coming. The immaculate of the divine masculine, the opulence of the divine feminine. We cannot think big enough, and I'm only just getting started. And I'm talking to me as well. Ooh. This is the reunion, Oh, magnificent. This is the love relationship of the crystalline feminine and the divine masculine coming together as one. This is the marriage that's spoken of. This is the return of the Christ that's spoken of. That's happening here. Okay? Oh, so I take it in. And guess what? You can't miss it, because all you have to do is turn your light body on, welcome your triune being, go, yeah, get that diamond ignited. Ignite the diamond in your heart center. Okay, bring in the love and accelerate your own ability, accelerate your own natural ability as a creator. I've never been so excited. Honestly, I had this moment this week with the divine inner child. So the divine inner child is the experiencer. So the divine inner child isn't this skipping little girl out in front of you, though we do start seeing her as that, okay? The divine inner child, when you go in, has actually just picked me up and dropped me into Hawaii, and I've had a full body, absolute, I was there in Hawaii experience. Picked me up, dropped me into San Francisco. I'm there fully in San Francisco, looking around and go, yeah. And that was by the divine inner child. The divine inner child's purpose is to picturate the full lived experience of what you're creating. And we are creating wonders, wonders for one another, wonders for community. We're coming up. So just, it seriously is as easy as that. I had a couple of things with healing. Okay, I'm talking about Kobe. So Kobe Steele's here at the moment on this morning. So grateful for your present, Kobe. And I'm using you as an example. Hope you don't mind. Okay, this woman has been downloading her divine feminine's vibrational absolute. So she's been downloading visions of circles and how the circles are to be given in parks, public places, or whatever. And they are so energized. We went off and energized them. Okay, so I had my own very high group of people who could infuse the circles. It was a partnership. We did have to go and do it, so we did it. We've done it. And I'll show you the circle in a minute so that you can find it. Actually, let's go there right now, if you don't mind. I want to show you the picture of it. I've got it loaded up so that you can find it. We need every leader to be doing this. So I'm just going to publicly put it out there. Look at this picture. Can I just get the picture itself up? I want to see this circle. You're going to see it a lot. Okay, the beautiful circle, okay, that lights up the heart. It is immediate. Have a look at it. Circle. Form a circle. Feel its power. Even the tagline is going simplicity. So perfect. And it's come from her board of directors, her divine feminine. And by the divine masculine, it's going to go spread like wildfire. It's so simple. Said to Kobe yesterday, I think, I said, go and do the Ruthie walk. And she goes, no, I just activated the circle. And I go, yes, that was the perfect response. Okay, just brings healing instantly. We've got a page. Kobe, please put it into the chat if you don't mind. That'd be awesome. And we're going to be doing a little bit more work and make this more public. So if you see it, if you're a healer, if you're a teacher, bring this tool in. Form a circle. You can click it on right now. But the intentions, I want to remind you of why this is so precious. The intention of the Divine Mother using the galactics or whoever is infusing this, okay, is absolutely perfect. And it's for this time to bring up whoever comes and forms a circle, whoever enters the circle is going to get the energy signature for this 5D time. This is also really good for those who have had the jabby, okay, and who have been disconnected now from the soul embodiment, okay? And, you know, it's just been such a big journey and just so heartbreaking for us that have known. But this can actually bring one back into the embodiment and connection with their soul that's been lost. So just a little bit on that. Look at that. Feel this. Feel the energy of it. Okay, circle. Form a circle. Feel its power. So many people out in the world don't feel the power. And this is so accessible. It's going to be in parks, it'll be on beaches, it'll be wherever a person wants to activate that circle immediately. And those that have not had access in basic community out there that don't go to spiritual things but just stumble across it and magnetically are drawn in. Because that's the way it works, isn't it? Okay, so healing, much healing from everywhere. So if you're a practitioner, show this picture. Get cards. We're going to have it all for you to do it to whatever degree that you want to do. So this is a new earth. This is a new earth concept. This is the type of stuff that's going to come through now and is coming through. And you light workers have been getting those messages. How are you going to get it? You get it through your divine feminine. Don't get confused. It is not hard work. It is not hard work. It comes to you and it's very, very powerful. Powerful. Physiologically powerful. It's going to blow your physical body out of the water. Kobe's got a heap of stories on that. So, remembering that, you can just slide back up saying, Triune being within me, reconfigure my energy signature to my divine mission. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that so simple? Board of directors, because they are the reconfigurer of worlds. They are the repixelator within you. You ask them, you come in and you let them take you to your monad. It is mind-blowing. You'll come and see your earth mission. You'll come and see your interdimensional connections. You'll meet your sovereign pals. Okay, you're going to meet your team, that you have your own energetic signature to fulfill on this planet. Oh, and the joy is amazing. The power is amazing. And I just say, come on in and do this. Rightio. With the activation of the monad, I asked you to go and do it, and you could actually do it with me if you want. I don't know whether you're quite ready for it, but when you feel strong and when you're ready, why not? And there are 2 points here and here that are activated. Right up in your cerebellum, which is the holy of holies. Right in your frontal lobe, which is full experience and vision. And people are actually healing with these points. And when I asked to come up, I wanted and knew that my board of directors, my triune being, would reconfigure me to the experience of the monad. And then I just had these power points fill me up. It was incredible. Yeah, do it now. Excellent. So now feeling the intention, let's get it right. Ask your triune being, divine feminine, divine masculine, divine inner child, to reconfigure you to experiencing your monad. Interestingly enough, I remember reading many years ago that coming into wholeness, back into your divinity, your 4th level of consciousness, is a journey from through a Christianized sense from the into the holy of holies, was from the frontal lobe to the back of the cerebellum and in there. So the journey through consciousness, okay, is through to the cerebellum, and that is your holy of holies. And so these 2 points came in and I'm going, oh my goodness. Power and the unity and your soul group full of twin flames, whole bunch of twin flames here to do a mission and purpose at the highest level. Okay? So we're talking about these things. We're talking about taking on coding, take on everything. It's like if there's new coding being released, which is happening constantly. But it says that on the 22nd of the 2nd, 2022 is a mirroring, let's use this in another sense, is a mirroring, an accentuation, an acceleration 1,000-fold. And you need to be ready for it. Okay, you need to have your light body diamondized, okay, so that you can take on this dynamic being. And I am not going through another cycle of reprocessing. Magenta talks about that. No, I have not come all of this way to go through reprocessing. What? In the last hour, in the last split second of this? No. Okay, that's why I would not be jabbed. Okay, I'm not going to do this all again for anyone. I say I'm not going to get clots for you. I don't love you enough. But seriously, I am not doing reprocessing again. I've done my job. Okay, let's go all the way up. Let's not leave it and jump ship at this time. It's time to turn that around inside of us and light up and spark up and turn that light body on. If anybody wants to know what's really going on, read my book, okay? Diamond Matrix Masters Self-Mastery Level 1. Look, love, hate, Amazon, don't care. Just get it quickly because it comes to you in a couple of days. Diamond Matrix Masters Self-Mastery Level 1. And now I can finally begin to talk about Level 2. Okay, and I've been talking about this for about 5 or 6 years now. A lot longer in actual fact. So that's probably all it is from me today. I just want to do an impartation. I want you to know that it is becoming easy, okay? That you are going to be bringing through immense visions from where? Your own divinity. So 0 point quantum, 0 point, we've been throwing this around and people still talk about left brain, right brain. Left brain is your divine feminine. Right brain is your divine masculine. Your expression right here, right now is your divine inner child. And very soon, because of this enmeshment, okay, this sovereign union of your divine masculine, divine inner child, divine masculine, divine feminine coming together and embodying in your heart, the divine inner child is the creator of worlds. Okay, so the divine inner child will pixelate into your reality from the divinity, because this is 0 point quantum. This is divine masculine, divine feminine, Father, Mother, God. And the Holy Child is the pixelator of worlds. You will be the creator of worlds. What is coming through? Your mission. That's been introduced to me, and I had a little bit of a glitch as I was getting over it. But it was like, as I came in and knew of my modern and my greater connections, like, yes, we're coming out of the single mission. We've been very focused. I had my panda all my life keeping me blinkered, plodding on to get to this point. That's finishing. Panda flew off. Now we're coming to the collective as single divine enterprises. And what is coming now is your connection with twin flames. I never believed in that until just recently. Why? Because a lot of it's just rah, rah, rah at this level, or confused with 4D nonsense. No, when you come up here and you meet it through your alignment and through your soul sovereign self, you are rejoining your team at a higher level. And this is the difference between plan A and plan B. It's also the difference between level 1 and level 2. Okay, so there might be another book in me soon. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I just want you to feel the power of this. Feel the power of your soul. When your soul comes through, feel it in your heart. Your heart is like burdened with this powerful being, okay, that just wants embodiment. It says, what shall we look upon today? I wanted to give you a great example and much acknowledgement to Mandy Horton, who was watching a group. I don't think she'll mind me talking about this, because this is the power. We would need to know how to use this power. We're just being so wishy-washy. You got to be cranky about these things. Cranky, is that that's a bit human, isn't it? All right, you've got to be authority. Authority. You can only be authority when your light is switched on, your heart center is open, you are transparent, you are not carrying the burden of knowledge, you are present right here, right now, in full soul sovereignty. Your light is switched on. Be the master. Now decree onto your 0 point quantum field. Mandy got this attitude up. And when did she get it up? When the people, she's from New Zealand, and when her people, her citizens, were being attacked by police, okay, and degraded. And I saw one where they covered a woman's face up with a sheet and then put a knee across her neck. It's like, how can one human do that to another? But she got authority. She came in and goes, enough. And she did whatever it was for her to go, enough. And do you know what? A woman posted, and she said it was like a miracle happened, that the police just stood up, stood back, and stopped. And peaceful protests continued. She said it was like a miracle. And Mandy, I mean, of all the posts that go on, she just did her sovereign work in the privacy of the space. And yet this particular post just came up and said, that happened. Okay, human law? Why are we afraid of human law when we have the power to shift through our own creation from a board of director perspective? Okay, do not give a negative report. That's a divine quantum principle. Do not look at this stuff and give a negative report. Know for God's sakes what's going on. But yeah, but we've been messy creators. God, we've created nightmares. We are cleaning up that frequency. Cleaning it up. We're doing the alchemy of it. We're going, no, I do not give knowing consent to that. Know your power. I do not give knowing consent to that. No, this must stop. No, I'm not putting up with this anymore. Get angry. And now decree a vibrational absolute from your divine feminine. And so it is, says the divine masculine. And then it comes into your universe of inclusion. And that is what happened with the police that stood up, stepped back, and stopped. The divine inner child repixelated that vibrational story world. Okay? What else is going on in the world? Hey, shall we tackle? We've got Ukraine, we've got Russia, we've got America, we've got all of these nations and countries, we've got Canada. The sovereigns need to rule. It is time for you to rule. Rule. Isn't that cool? I give you permission to rule. And we're seeing these beautiful things like during the week, before I finish off, can't see what time it is. So we, this household, I could see it, suddenly I'm above it and I can see the floor plan of things and I can see the actors in that scenario. And they're like little tubes of light, like all portals. So I can see each portal and what they're playing in the household. And this one little portal was being a naughty little portal and afflicting all of the other portals. So the other portals were moving out and around him and being affected by this one portal. And then all of a sudden I just saw this portal and I go, no, I'm not doing that. And then went, boom, and just lifted this whole story vibration out of the one that's affecting the others. And let's see what these techniques, these things that we're actually doing. And this is the way the galactics see us. Can you imagine? So they're actually looking at us down like all these little portals doing strange things, okay? And we go, oh, no, out of the way. But you see, we actually have the authority to do these things now. And we need you to do them, okay? So no more talky-talky, okay? It's walkie-walkie. It's doing. There's no more observation. If you're still in observation, you're just wasting all of our time. Okay? There's no more cleaning yourself up and getting yourself ready. There is no more preparation. Okay? We are not prepping for anything. We are actually doing it. Okay? No more observation. No more fixing yourself up. No more, I've got to go and look at this lifetime or that lifetime. Okay? Come in and do the diamond light body recode and we do the lot and then you're up to speed and you're like the otter living in the now with the board of directors being part of community. You don't have time, we don't have time for you to go checking yourself out forever and ever, amen. We actually need you to be a sovereign soul today, switched on. So if you have any problems switching yourself on, get in touch with me, get onto diamondmatrixmasters.net. Okay, I'll have this replay up on YouTube, and we've got a 6-hour session that will bring you into your triune being connection, and you will never not know your divine feminine after this. Oh, you will be channeling your own board of directors. Isn't that cool? All right. Thanks, Joe. I'm glad you like that. All right. Now, does anyone have any questions, please? Remember to move up. Your board of directors, your own triune being that keeps you upright on your feet, already knows what's up the tube. Isn't that cool? I'll repeat it. Your board of directors already knows where you're reconfiguring your world. So every time you do a cleanup of yourself, every time you just process something, your board of directors has actually reconfigured you to your next level of consciousness. Well, your board of directors is full consciousness. Okay, so wouldn't it make sense to use your board of directors to take you where your mission point is, where this marriage is happening? Okay, bringing you into that vibration. So beautiful Yasmin says to us, and she's got so much wisdom, I keep quoting her all the time, when she's in a moment of difficulty, she actually takes herself 100 years in the future. Okay, this is a really cool idea. 100 years in the future. Why is that? Because she's taking herself with her triune being who pixelates, because it's already been done, pixelates 100 years in the future. She experiences that and then comes back with the goodies to deal with today, or even changes timelines. Everything about this is just now making sense. Your triune being is everything. Your triune being is the pixelator of worlds, and you are a creator with your triune being, okay, that we're joining together, becoming one, to pixelate by the law of acquisition. Learn the law of acquisition. The law of acquisition is on the website. Okay, purchase it, get it into you. You will know that by the law of acquisition is your board of directors that tweaks everything to bring it into your reality. The only thing is you saying and wrapping it with degrees of difficulty or time that you are allotting to it. Okay, it's like everything can happen in a holy instant. In a holy instant, be whole. Okay, and that's not to be healed, it's just to come into consciousness. Okay, all of these concepts and principles are just so powerful, and I'm still utilizing every single one of them, okay, that's been mentioned or taught from this book, okay, or the master classes. So come on in. We also have the Diamond Quantum School, which is 30 hours of immenseness, okay, take you through your Diamond Light Body Recode. We finish with a Palladian light work that opens up your heart center permanently, but you will not get that until you've learned Don't Play the Game, which is a 2-hour seminar of teaching you how this system works alchemically. And the third part of the school is the law of acquisition, and it's 2 lesser laws so that you know how Creator works. Okay, what are your creations streaming? Where do you get your stuff from? Where's your expected place? Well, that's all you're going to get it from. You come into the law of acquisition. I can think, and so it comes, because I'm a telepathic being. And I don't need to do anything to get it, rather than just desire it. My board of directors reconfigures it and brings it into my lived experience by my divine inner child. Honestly, it is all so pure, it's so easy, it's so simple, and the power is yours to receive. So, does anyone want to share what they've gotten out of that? Happy for a chit chat. I love having a chit chat. Did you enjoy that teaching? Jan, you're here. Jane, good to see you. Gillian, great to have you here. Thank you. It's been such a pleasure to meet you just recently. I'm getting to just started to get to know you. Can't quite hear you, Cobes.
You can't hear me.
No, you have to come in on your mic somehow.
Oh, look.
My pleasure, Joe. I love you, brother. Yes. See you, darling. That's okay.
So quick, thanks for this. It took me, amidst all the other stuff going on, about a year to understand why I had occurrence of a slingshot amidst, in contrast, of a person that stands upright, at least by their embodiment, a ghost, because by spirit, they have divested, disdained, and diminished of bringing light through their life of embodiment. And just because, back up. For having gone through that experience, I have really concretely understood how much the universe, source, all that there is that way, backs me more for go forward of embetterment, and how it's really meant to be amidst us, that I got to learn. I didn't have to, but I wasn't oblivious. I got to learn how to go forward in better antagonize of all that I just said, whereas this person isn't even into the clue of getting antagonized and doing that. And it's that kind of practicum that I really do need to walk around with in the earth, instead of, I hope so, I'm just this, I'm just that. I got a real practicum slingshot, and it's just been the absolute greatest. Take that, take that, you punk ass, negative energy. Really.
See, this is the biggest thing about what I teach, is that you're the creator of worlds. So if you believe in duality, you have to get duality come into your lived experience. If you believe in right versus wrong, a person who believes in narcissism and has experienced narcissism, okay, believes in duality. And this is why I teach don't play the game. And there's a whole chapter in the book, by the way, called Don't Play the Game. It's very, very powerful. You'll stop playing. Why? Because you're a creator. If you're putting that out into the quantum field, you are going to have it come back in your lived experience. That's what the law of reflection is. So this is why it's so important to say those 3 action levels that I teach is, how do I do this same thing to others? How do I do this to myself? But my greatest one that I love going to, because most of us are mature enough not to do it to others, is how do I do this to my soul? How am I being narcissistic to my soul? Oh, I'm just not listening. I'm bullheaded. I refuse to believe anything. I'm not willing to expand, and I'm just going to implode. That's what depression and all of that is. I'm not willing to listen. It's an absolute stubbornness to stand against flow. So instead of, because the divine feminine is always giving you a new idea. I'll go and have a cup of coffee. I don't care what it is. It doesn't have to be spiritual. It's just move. Just go and do it. It's not hard. Go and have a cup of coffee. Don't ask another soul to ask you to make a cup of coffee. You go and do it yourself, and you start learning to move. I thought I do. I thought I do. Listen, do. Listen, do. So when you still believe in duality of any sort, you're not in unity consciousness. See, in alignment, that's why that principle of the Course of Miracles, in a holy instant be whole. Show and I do these techniques, it balances you within 10 seconds. You can be balanced. Okay, do that, and the Ruthie walk will balance you in a holy instant. Now I just turn on my light body. Now I just talk to my soul. Now I think about any part of me that is sovereign. I only have to think about my goddess. And it's like, seriously, she is not thinking about this ugly shit. Okay? She's not there. Okay, the board of directors. And this is why you're either, like the Christ said, I'm either son of God or son of man. Okay? He was speaking about his own alignment. Okay, when he was son of man, he's back to front doing funny stuff. And when he's in alignment, the Father was within him. And of course, back in those spiritual days, they couldn't talk about the mother. Okay, so Father, Mother, God. When he was doing miracles, it was his God force doing those miracles. And that's what we're coming in and said that we will do in these days. We'll do greater than he. Isn't that cool? This is how it happens. This is how miracles happen. Okay, so Jane, one of those things to let go of is the old knowledge. Oh, imagine just letting that burden go. Serious, let the burden go. Okay? This is for this week. If you're getting angry, if you're frustrated, let this burden of knowledge go, because you have a massive knowledge base. I do. Okay, all spiritual people do. This is a big message for now, where we're burdened, where we're frustrated, where we're angry, where we think we're wounded, we are being misheard, people are rejecting us. Why are they? Because our knowledge is now complete. Just finish it. You don't need it anymore. Okay, and as soon as that happens, the divine feminine comes and heals the land of your mind and fills you up, and you come into balance, which is bringing you into this split second, into now. This is where we need you. We need you now. Nobody needs this old knowledge. It's done. God, we're all sick of it. And this is why those that are rejecting us while we stay in this are rejecting us, because their own triune being says, excuse me, don't think like that about me. I'm fine, thank you. I've got a triune being. I will do it myself. And this is where we're taking away our judgments and opinions, our old knowledge. Yes, it is so. Yes, this system is screwing us. Yes, the monopoly game is thus. You know all of it. It's true. Okay, but it doesn't mean to say that it stops us from being so, well, it actually just interrupts us. You're wasting your time. And you're actually putting a burden onto them and saying that they are not good enough, that they are not whole. You are to see wholeness, which means in this now moment, with your board of directors ignited, see only wholeness, never give a negative report. This is that stuff. Does that make sense? Feel the soul in your heart right now. It's witnessing. Yeah, celebration, that's it. It's witnessing. There you go. Look, you're expanding. Feel the expansion right now, filling your heart up. There's nothing to change or fix about you. There's nothing to change or fix about them. Okay, that's just an old story model. Be now. We need you now, lit up. Sovereign soul stepped out in your light body. I hope that was helpful. Okay, I'm going to sign this off. You'll actually see the recording on Diamond Matrix Masters Facebook page. Okay, I try and get up here each week. But honestly, this 222 portal, 222222, okay, the twin, the mirroring is the second level of the diamond consciousness that I've been talking about. This is full golden age return, knowing yourself as a vast part of your own soul group. Yesterday I saw, okay, where I came from. I was rejoicing, okay, that I'd actually turned up in my physical 3D journey as was put out by myself, okay, my twin, and my monad. Okay, this is the stuff. You have done the journey through the densest part of history. No, I won't say that because it's been denser. We've all been pretty dense. But we're actually coming back into these amazing reunions that only your triune being can take you to if you ask them to reconfigure it for you to that very moment in time. And that's all you have to do. I love it. All right, glorious souls. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is monad? Well, okay, so monad is this. Okay, so you've got the creator, okay, divine feminine, divine masculine, divine. And when you go straight up your tube of light, there is a group, and go and have a look at it. We study it in theosophy. Theosophy, yeah. And it's in the Ayurvedic scriptures, in the Vedic scriptures. Hindu and Buddhism teaches on it very much so. So look it up, but keep it simple. Okay, it is where we all drop down from the greater vision. So if you can imagine groups of souls, twins, flames, twin, a whole bunch of twins, okay, souls that have worked together for the vision of this particular embodiment, and where the drop down version, so you're actually a part of a team. This is the beauty of it. We've never been alone. Now we're just going back up and meeting the original team that we were meant to be hanging out with. And they could have done many lifetimes with us on Atlantis and Lemuria and all that type of jazz. They are people that we know well, beings that we know well. There's so much joy in it. Yesterday, that thing that I saw, it was like, oh my God, we've been besties forever. And we created this, and we actually pulled off meeting in this lifetime. Honestly, you've only got great rejoicing ahead of you. I think that's a good note to finish on. What do you reckon? Power is yours. Power to the people. People democracy. That's everything that's coming through. That is true soul sovereignty. And so it is.